Hey, chat. How's everybody doing tonight? Me personally, it's a lazy Tuesday, so I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing before stream and play 7 Days with Blue. We're running the EFT Overhaul mod, so, you know, when you see this and you're like, what the fuck? That's not in 7 Days to Die. Yeah, that's why. Just adds a bunch of Tarkov shit. So the guns, some of the barter items, explosives, all that type of stuff. Makes the gunplay feel better, honestly. Guns are punchy and actually feel like they do pretty good. But yeah. Currently we're 19 days in, so you're gonna probably see like a horde, and then after the horde I'll probably end stream. So yeah. Howdy, Mr. Squidward. Hello, Pints. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty chill night tonight. I'll probably just be like running missions and chatting with chat, so you can look forward to that. We're gonna just keep it nice and easy breezy tonight. I'll probably talk about a couple things. You guys can fucking shoot the shit with me, easy peasy. Tomorrow is gonna be the Undertale stream part 2. That's gonna have a bunch of people, and then Thursday, I haven't updated the schedule yet, but Thursdays are my new days for watch nights. So I will be busy on Thursday. Then we'll be back on Friday, probably with Wilds, as long as my PC can handle it. That's Monster Hunter Wilds, by the way. Ideally, sometime between now and fucking Friday, I go to Micro Center and upgrade my PC in anticipation of Wilds. But given that the GPU market right now is absolute dog water, might not happen. We'll have to see. Yeah. Just wanted to deafen in the Discord while I was doing a little intro, and yeah, now that you guys are here, let me go and undeafen. Okay, we're live, by the way.
Schwig.
Yeah, I just did like a quick little intro, and didn't figure you guys need to hear me prattle on.
Yar.
Electricity and water shut off happened in the PZ server. I haven't hopped on the PZ server in a hot minute. But, I mean, given that I'm the wildsman in that, I think I'll probably be fine.
I finally got, like, my, all my burns healed from being a burn ward patient.
Yeah, being a burn ward patient was a, interesting choice. I'll give you that much.
I mean, it gave me a lot of points, so it was,
yeah,
worth it in the long run, and having to constantly swap out my bandages left my first aid at like level 4 by the time it all healed, so I mean it was kind of worth it in the long run.
It just takes you out of commission for like a long ass time is the only thing.
It's like a week of in-game doing fucking nothing. I wouldn't recommend it in single player, but if you have like
what do you mean?
Friend group.
Single player is the best place to do that, because you can just sleep.
Well, you have to... How do I put it? If you're a burn ward victim, it's a very difficult time to spend your time allocating getting the things that you need to survive.
Right, so what you're saying is you can outsource, like, survival to somebody else and just sit in a fucking barn.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all your homies are gathering all the resources while you just sit your happy ass in the bunker and, you know, suck the resources while you're healing up.
Suck from the teat of life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas, if you're having to juggle fighting zombies while also constantly cleaning your bandages, it's a rough time.
Yeah. I just I don't know. For me, it's kind of got like the same issue as like reading in that game, where I'd rather be
Yeah.
doing anything else.
Yeah. You're also like, for the first like week of being a burn ward patient, you're very combat ineffective.
Oh yeah, because you have debuffs. Because one, you can't move quick, and two, your arms
You're
just
in
don't swing as hard.
constant agony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tried finding a pot to cook with. No kitchens had them. It was a short run.
Yeah, it's rough. But once I got my shit healed up, I've been collecting a lot of goodies back to the base. Shitload of food I brought back. I don't know how much of it is still at the base because I don't know who's still been actively playing since I got off.
Using this Thompson.
Not right now, no.
Alright, I'm taking it out for a spin. That'll be my
It's been your best
45.
crop so far. I have no idea. This server has probably been like the longest I've ever played Zomboid.
I played Zomboid for longer before, but that said, usually there's a certain point. I usually don't make it to like shut off, just because I don't know. By that point, I've kind of got my fill. Because for me, Zomboid is fun when you're just going around fucking destroying zombies.
Yeah. Because, like, it's one of those games where it's like you can easily set yourself up to, like, survive anything, and it's just the thing that gets most people killed is the boredom. Because
Right.
I'm tired of sitting on my ass and just surviving. I want to live.
The rot sets in and you get yourself killed
Yeah.
on accident.
Yeah, by just doing goof shit. Or, you know, I want to see some action. I'm going to go fight this horde.
I have received action. I am now dead.
Yeah.
Alright, so this thing does have single and auto. Very good. I'm gonna take the DVL out for a spin as well.
Okay.
Just gonna try a couple different things since I'm going to the wasteland and getting my fucking ass destroyed.
Yeah. It's like, I guess that's like the running theme of like survival crap games is like, they're always like fun up until a point, you know, especially the more like sandbox ones where like half the fun is what you make of it. But after you kind of maxed out the tech tree and built your base and have more resources than God, you're kind of just going, well, what now?
It's just the natural conclusion of those types of things. Which is why I prefer games with like an end game goal to kind of achieve.
Yeah, that's kind of why I like dig things like Valheim and Enshrouded, because in Enshrouded you have like a checklist of goals and like bosses to go fight and, you know, quests to do.
Yeah. Which reminds me, points at blue.
Hmm.
We need to round back round to Valheim at some point.
We do.
Oh yeah. Yells at Bowie, get on the server.
He'd probably like fucking round back around as soon as we told him.
Yeah. Pretty sure he's just been waiting for us to get back into it.
I'm trying.
But I know it kind of took a long hiatus since we were getting ready for the big trip.
Oh, it wasn't just that. That was around the time when I went to visit Blue. So.
Well, yeah, the trips S.
You wouldn't happen to be able to make like a fucking reflex sight or something that I can put on this sniper, would you?
Reflex sight.
I just need something to put on top.
Give me a second.
Yep.
You know, I'm kind of curious if Mr. Big Shifter our Bible verse of the day, man.
Here.
If he hangs out in other streams and does this too, or if it's just something he does here.
Thank you, Blue.
You're welcome.
I've always been curious about that.
Bible verse of the day, Proverbs 19:17. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done.
That's a nice one. I like that one.
Also, Karos, maybe I'll hop back on the server for like a mill-based raid. Because I kind of got to where I wanted. As short as I played. I got foraging 10, and given how quickly I was gathering shit, it was reasonably, as long as I stayed near a river, I could subsist forever. Because I would have enough food. The wood would be able to, as long as I was near the river, I could boil water to make stews, and I can make hearty stews. I would have been big chilling. The only thing, from what I could tell, the only thing that would have potentially got me in trouble is that the foods you make from wilderness stuff don't have a ton of calories. So you get fed, but you would be losing a lot of weight. Will Lanny build Dick Tower in Valheim? Does Lanny even have Valheim? I don't think he
Oh
does.
yeah, I gave it to him.
Didn't he
Oh, you did?
play with us like for a while?
Briefly.
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't feeling up for the game
Yeah.
at the time, at least.
Didn't he like want to be like a punch boy, but like we just couldn't make it work,
Everyone wanted to be Punch Boy.
right?
Which made me pivot off of Punch Boy. And then I
And you
started
became Magic
casting
Man.
rainbows. We didn't even get to play after I'd gotten the fucking awesome magic.
Yeah, that reminds me. I need to figure out like what food in Zomboid will start like calorie maxing me, because I've been like constantly on like the low end of calories.
Carlos is saying that fish gets your weight back pretty well.
I do need to figure out fishing.
Also, I don't know if you saw, but Big Shifter said, nah, this fan base needs it the most.
Real and true. Which is like actually like a funny like thing I've noticed about like Snoot Game is there's like a surprisingly very prevalent amount of like Christians in the fan base. Which isn't like the weirdest thing in the world. It's just like
You just didn't expect it.
it's not like something. Yeah, like when you think Christian, you don't think like
The Dino game.
the Dino dater enjoyers, you know.
Sort of fixed in B42, but you can still get 60-pound fish as opposed to the human-sized B41 that's 140 pounds. Blue, that fish would weigh more than you.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Jeremy. Stew.
It's funny to me that like in Zomboid, like you can eat things like junk food and it gives you like barely any calories.
No, junk food's how you calorie max. Like, you find a tub of
maybe.
ice cream, you fucking eat that whole thing, you're gonna be fucking bloated.
Maybe I just wasn't eating the right stuff, because like I was eating like chips and like fucking cocoa cakes or whatever the fuck, and they were like barely giving me anything.
Yeah, chips and stuff, like, that'll... I've always used chips more as, like, a way to just get, like, a quick burst of, like, fill. But, like, if you need, like, meat and, like, very... I guess... I don't want to say calorie dense, because that's kind of just doesn't help. But, you know, sugary sweets. Some food is fat rich. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. High in fat.
Yeah.
Which, if you have a nutritionist, you can more easily tell what is and isn't that.
I'm sure I'll figure it out in due time. It's just this is my first time playing Zomboid, so I wasn't really expecting the calorie thing until I like looked over at one of my stats one day. I was like, my dude is losing weight.
I went, oh no. Gotta have the love for the Lord. It's what Rose would want. Rosa gang, rise up.
funniest thing about this conversation is I am a Christian. See what I mean? Like there is like a very prevalent amount of Christians in this new community.
If you max your calorie bar, you start getting weight back. See, the thing is, I usually never like max or min my calorie bar. I'm always like somewhere in between. But when I was playing as Grug, it was definitely like on the lower end most of the time.
My dude's gonna be like fucking John Wick. I've already got like, I think like 5 or 6 in shooting. I haven't even killed a zombie yet in the game. Because I think all the other boys have been clearing out the areas. I know Rock has been like doing crazy shit because like every like handful of hours I was like looking in the server, he'd be dying from doing something crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like Rock. I mean, he was playing Tagwigwi, so...
Did Grug fucking die or something? Also, I'm currently rotting.
No, Grug didn't die.
Jake.
Grug's perfectly fine. I just haven't played on the server in a little bit is all.
Yeah. We'd be thriving, as far as I know.
Used to be Christian, now I'm agnostic. I feel that. I've never been a religious person myself.
Yeah.
For me, it was always a case of just, I don't know, believe something that I don't really have, and, you know, you can't really fake that.
Yeah.
Plus, I just have my own, like, moral code that, you know, I feel comfortable with.
Yeah. I grew up in a Christian household, and, got nothing wrong with Christians or anything, or the belief system. It's just, eventually I just kind of turned to agnosticism.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, well, I'm not sure that I believe in a god without, like, hard evidence or anything. I'm not cringy enough to be, like, a hardcore fedora-tipping atheist.
I don't know, it always... Like, when you get into, like, zealotry, that's when I have a problem with it, but if you're just, like, there for the community and, like, the purpose it helps in life, then, you know, there's no issue with it. Like, I don't see why some people
100%.
feel the need to, like, convince somebody.
Yeah, there's, I'm not gonna be one of those people that, like, religion is bad for the world. It's like, no, like, there's a lot of good that, like, religious organizations do and do for their community and whatnot. Like, just as long as you're not, like, being a fucking asshole, you know?
When I immigrated, I actually took a look at churches that matched my non-denominational church and found out my church has the most serial killers. Isn't that a nice little bit of trivia, huh? When it came to, like, household I grew up in, it was a sort of situation where my parents wanted to, like, not really, like, force us on any path, so they just kind of let us come to our own conclusions.
Yeah.
I think I went to, like, a church once when I was younger, because I, like, stayed over at, like, a friend's house, and they went to church in the morning. I was just like, alright. The only thing I remember is that, they had, like, a fucking, like, a gymnasium as well, and I played dodgeball. That's genuinely all I remember.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that, like, my time in the church was, like, bad by any means. I just kind of had a turning point in my life where I was just like, I don't know. I'm not sure I believe.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in, like, trying to force that. Like, that's what, like, the whole purpose of belief is that you either got it or you don't.
Yeah.
Never set foot in church once. You might not want to at this point. You might actually burst into flames. Go figure, this farmer outfit's actually better than my current outfit.
It's crazy.
Well, better in the sense that it's a little
And then,
bit of a difference.
It was always kind of funny, like, I was like grew up in like a more like Protestant, like Southern Baptist adjacent, like household.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had like my buddy who he grew up in a what were they? Jehovah Witness, and it was always like interesting, like comparing and contrasting. I always felt bad for him too, because he was in one of those situations where they don't believe in like celebrating things like birthdays or whatnot, so he'd always be like at school, like sitting out whenever like people were like doing that and like handing out like free candy and cake and shit.
Hmm. I'll bring some Propitals in.
It's funny, like the workaround his parents would do too for his birthday. They wouldn't celebrate on his birthday, but like a week before or after, they'd be like, "Hey, son, I'm just, you know, for no particular reason at all, I'm just bringing you some gifts, you know, because I love you." It's like, what difference does it make? Some people in my high school wanted to bring me to church with them. Most of them were dudes who said that it would get me a girlfriend. I distinctly remember saying, "Why would I go to church only to get laid?" Thing is, I know people who have unironically done that. I've always lived by the code my dad taught me of: if someone isn't interested, you should never force your beliefs on them. It's their choice to make, not yours. Yeah, exactly.
Blue, I didn't realize how much a Propital was gonna starve me.
Hunger.
Where's the fear?
Why do they not celebrate birthdays? I remember his mom told me this like long-winded story that they believe about some like prophet getting like killed for like some royalty member's like birthday or something. And so they just found like the practice of it like bad, something to that effect. I will also say that this friend's mom was a little bit psycho and not the most reliable narrator, so I don't know if that's actually the reason.
Oh, by the way, Jake, if you were still like listening and everything and you wanted to hop in the call later, you feel free. It's
Sure.
just a chill night tonight. I know you said you're rotting though, so like, obviously, don't feel like you gotta.
But I think like the idea was something to the effect of like, if you're by celebrating yourself like that, you're like putting, I don't know, too much like, I don't know, that you're putting your focus on like things that you shouldn't, type of deal. Like, oh, you should only be like celebrating in service of like God or something to that effect. I don't know.
I think I've heard that sentiment before. Why? I like how my game is not lagging. Guess stream's fucking me over. That or I've aggroed like 50,000 things above me. And I'm starting to realize, Blue, I don't know if this is just like confirmation bias or not, but it almost seems like in order to get the instant headshot dismember, they need to be below a certain threshold, health threshold.
I think that's how it works normally. I think that's how dismembers work in general. It's like a chance to happen is like a bonus. Kind of like in a lot of games where there's under a certain amount of health, you get like a crit or like
An execution type deal.
Yeah, an execution.
I just know in the past when I've done it, it's like, that's not quite been the case. It's just let you fucking outright kill. Maybe I'm tripping though.
The only time I've ever seen dismember that happen was when you like overkilled, essentially.
So Humo, and by extension, the rest of chat and anyone else here, what's your favorite video game weapon of all time?
I feel like you need to narrow it down a little bit. Like if we're talking like guns, KS-23. I love my big goofy 4-bore shotgun.
Someone said Dinner Bell in New Vegas. That's a good one. New Vegas had a lot of good weapons.
If I had to think of New Vegas or like any Fallout weapon, I mean the Power Fist always tickles my fancy, but maybe like the I know there was one in New Vegas where it was like a pressure pad like loaded with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Did quite like that.
I think one of my favorite like Fallout weapons. It got kind of nerfed in like later games, but in Fallout 3, the railway spike rifle was so much fun. Just fucking skewering motherfuckers into the wall. And then the rocket launcher that basically allowed you to put any fucking item in the game into this goofy ass gun and just pelt motherfuckers with like trash. It was very comically fun. Especially because you could do, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you could like load like mines in it and then pelt someone with a mine and it would explode. The lever action rifle from Point Lookout. Point Lookout, yeah, that gun was fun. Okay, so like maybe moving away from New Vegas and stuff. Favorite Soul series weapon?
My brain wants to immediately just jump to his Y-hander, but I know that there's gonna be something better if I think about it.
Yeah. Cause like goddamn, like Elden Ring has like a plethora of like cool as fuck weapons.
Wait. Okay, specifically Souls or Soulsborne?
Soulsborne.
Okay.
Kirkhammer, my beloved.
So now that really complicates things for me.
The pizza cutter, yeah, the pizza cutter that the Whirly Gig saw, that one's so much fun.
Shit. Alright. This one might cause a couple head scratches. Threaded cane.
Threaded cane.
Yep.
Not bad.
That's what I used in my first run, and it was like I would do the thing where like I'd be running around just like fucking swapping between the two styles. Cause like the fucking when you have it in the whip and you put it back in the cane, you just slam it in the ground to like set it. It's like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, dude, that was in my first playthrough. That was my first weapon too. So dap me up.
Hell yeah. Fucking Vice was apparently threaded cane squad as well.
Yeah, in future playthroughs, I did just like the Hunter Cleaver.
I mean, it's just a good weapon.
One of the ones that I ended up using in my like late game playthrough is when I got to the Hunter's Dream. I got that one like cleaver that would like have kind of like the pimp cane effect where it would like be like all extendable and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you could do that giant wide line.
Oh yeah.
It was so much fun. Now, okay, important question for you for your firearm. What was your go-to?
KS-23.
No, I meant in Bloodborne.
Oh, in Bloodborne? Man, I think I just like rocked like a basic pistol. I can't remember the guns too much. Like, if I had to choose like one gun that I liked though, cannon.
Yeah.
I like the cannon. It's stupid. It's fun.
You can't parry with it or anything, but it was cool that you could get it.
Oh.
You can make one-shot builds with it.
Fucking forgot about this one, but this was also a really like a cool fucking melee weapon. Pile driver.
Yeah.
Or is it the stake driver? I can't remember what the fuck it's called, but you know damn well what it is.
Yeah. the most Van Helsing shit ever.
I think that thing like permanently like reorganized my brain, because when I played like Armored Core 6, went straight to the pile bunker. Never left it the whole playthrough. That shit was awesome.
The you know, I remember like one of the trick weapons kind of being like underwhelming, and it was sad because it sounds cool on paper, but in practice it was kind of just like a wet fart. Was the like explosive sledgehammer.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, it's just a sledgehammer that like kind of makes a boom when you activate it. That's okay, I guess.
It kind of got the boom boom hammer. Okay.
I don't know, like just comparing it to all the other weapons that have like very cool like stance switch combos and everything.
Right.
Like, oh my god, the Kirk hammer has some of the coolest like trick weapon like combo switches, where you go from like sword to just let me grab out the big hammer, or like big hammer into sword. It's I fucking love the Kirk hammer.
My god, here it comes with the hammer.
That's it. I'm getting me mallet.
So I do have a question for Blue, actually.
Hmm?
So you started playing Elden Ring, right?
A little bit, yeah.
What weapon have you gravitated towards so far?
Great swords so far.
Big based.
Nice.
I mean, I've said it before, and it's on record via the archives, but I did like fucking dual great swords.
So I've been doing great sword and great shield.
Sword and board plus.
I floated between a few builds. Most of them are like strength based, and all the strength based like subcategories.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like the weapon that I gravitated the most towards was the cannonball fists.
Yeah, I would have used those on like a fist-based build, but like I'd kind of by that point locked pretty hard into just jump great sword slam build, which fucking annihilates shit in that game.
Yeah.
Like there's a boss, I'm not gonna spoil it, but in Lindell Capital,
Mm-hmm.
who I didn't even get to see the second phase of, because I just obliterated him in the transition.
Yeah, I just loved how much like poise break the cannonball fists have, and it's goofy ass like moveset where your dude like screams, goes, I'm gonna get you, and then has like 5 like hit frames before he does the big overhead.
Speaking of great swords, are you gonna be GS in Monster Hunter Wilds? Absolutely. The thing is though, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Wilds allowing you to go into hunts with 2 different weapons that you can like swap with on your mount? Yes. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna like have as my side weapon yet. I don't know if I want to like go with a ranged option, or if I just want to have like a nimble type thing, like maybe dual blades or like an insect glaive. Or maybe I'll just like go into fucking swax.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I know they're not like renowned for being like particularly the best weapon in the Monster Hunter series of late, but the gun lance is one of the dopest fucking weapons in like design.
Gunlance is pretty cool. You know, maybe what I'll do is, because there's people I know who are gonna play it, and I know people on the server are gonna play it, so I might actually have like 4-man hunts. Maybe I'll bring Hunting Horn as like my backup weapon, so that way I can whip that out and play a little ditty to help the fellas out.
I know what I'll go with.
Yeah.
Charge Blade. Been my beloved Monster Hunter weapon since I played World the
Yeah.
first time.
I don't know what
And
it
you know,
was. Oh, go ahead.
light bow gun doesn't get nearly enough love.
I don't know what specifically it was that like I gravitated to so hard and fucking with the great sword in World, but like I got that shit in my hands. I started like just doing the heavy fucking hit, watched the big number, and I was like, yeah, this feels right. Yeah, I'm home.
Humo, did you
My-
play Wild Hearts?
No, you know what it was? Now that I think about it, it was the fact that you could shoulder check through through the monster's attack. That tickled the fuck out of me, and I was like, oh, oh, you're telling me I could just ignore shit?
Yar.
I think my big moment that signed me on to Charge Blade was the first time I pulled off the I forget what it has such a long name, but it's the big slam you do when it's in axe form that releases all
Oh,
the
yeah,
energy
yeah.
in like a shockwave.
I know what you're talking about.
That and the fact that it becomes a saw blade with the Iceborne DLC.
Landing a fucking TCS is like nirvana.
You'll be happy with what I got.
Which is?
A drone for you, Mr. Insect Boy. And also got an ACOG as well.
Very
Hell
cool.
Managed to find an Uzi, but it's a funny little one.
Oh, is it the Uzi Pro?
Yeah, the Uzi Pro.
Nice. That's something I was actually using last time Lanny and I were playing actual Escape from Tarkov, because it's small enough that it can fit in like a shoulder pocket, so like you would never lose it on a raid. And it's just enough firepower to like just whip out at any moment. It can usually help you pretty decently, especially if you have the AP rounds for it selected.
Yeah. I kind of want to try at some point in Elden Ring to make like a jar cannon build.
Yeah, I never touched the jar cannon really.
It's pretty good if you know what you're doing.
Go figure.
I also there's that one shield that has like the fucking cannon attached to it that I wanted to try and make a build for.
Love Rakio, Lady Maria boss weapon. Something about a dagger sword combo scratches that itch for me. I get that. The Blades of Mercy were like a pretty strong contender that I used later on in my run for Bloodborne. I like the stylishness of it. Plus, I love Eileen. Believe it or not, looks at my old profile pictures. Grandma for the win.
Eileen the Crow.
Yeah. I'm doing hammer / bowgun to try out. Never used range before,
wanted
so it'll be an experience.
To hold her hand and tell her that everything's gonna be okay.
I looked at her, I was like, thank you, Grandma. I will take your teachings and go do crime. The crime in question being kicking that dude's ass. After he kicked my ass 15 times, don't get it twisted. He fucked me up real bad. Oh, I played light bow and katana. So yeah, I'm wondering if my brother's gonna pick it up, and if he is, what is he gonna do? Because he kind of flitted between a couple different things back in Worlds.
Isn't katana just longsword?
Yeah, longsword. My brother used longsword, dual blades, and insect glaive, from what I remember. And he did good with them. I mean, in World we got all the way and beat Fatalis, which
Nice.
you know, if you played World, you know how much of a bitch that is. Like, it wasn't even necessarily like, sure, the fight's hard, but like after a certain point, you can kind of go with the rhythm and not get hit. It was the fucking 30-minute timer that was like, uh-oh. You gotta go.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be skipping out on this like Monster Hunter entry just because like, man, these days I ain't got the fucking dedication time for those.
Mm-hmm.
Something to finish World.
You think you're gonna play Wilds on release, or you gonna give it some time in the oven?
I haven't even gotten through. What was the last entry?
Rise. I mean, I didn't play
I haven't
Rise
even
either. I'm just skipping it.
I haven't even touched Rise yet. So
Was it the one that came out on like the Switch?
Yeah, I believe so. I think that's part of the reason I didn't touch it, because it came out on the Switch and then took a while to come to PC, so I just didn't feel inclined to really catch up on it.
Yeah, it felt a little bit lacking compared to the previous like entry.
From what I understand, it was fine, and I think Sunbreak ended up being pretty good. It just was like a situation where I was like, I kind of missed the initial train, you know, so I'm just gonna leave it be.
Yeah.
Which is why I want to like get on Wilds pretty early on, so that way I can experience like what playing a Monster Hunter game from start is like.
Your.
I'll take any excuse to use Charge Blade.
Taps my fingers together. Friday.
Hmm.
Wild come out on Friday. That's
I
an
don't have money
excuse.
for that one.
What I need to figure out is, am I using, or am I gonna fucking stream Wilds, right? Like, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but at the same time, when I did the benchmark, my PC was already struggling to like maintain 30, or not 30, 60 frames, and I know that game is going to require quite a bit of processing power, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to run that in tandem with stream. I might give it a try, but we'll see. But yeah, no, I'm definitely playing that on Friday. Like, if I don't stream on Friday, that's why. Also, I'll be right back. I really gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah. So that reminds me, haven't like people who were like playing like, wasn't there like a beta for like the newest Monster Hunter, and like it was kind of not running great?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah.
Like I'm interested in Wilds. I haven't looked too much into it because I know that I'm assuming it's 70, right? 69.99.
I think so.
Yeah. That ain't happening.
Yikers.
It's a deep asking price for anything. Did you hear the talks about wanting games to be $100 with GTA 6 coming out?
The thing is, like, I know that if GTA did do that, people, as much as people are gonna piss and moan online, they would still buy it.
Oh,
And then it would
absolutely.
set the precedent.
I mean, that's what happened with Sony setting the precedent with $70. They made one of their like really good games that they had released that year $70, and people still bought it, and that caused everyone else to follow suit.
Yeah. Now, on the other side of things, the fact that we have kept video games the prices that we have for as long as we have is kind of impressive, given how, if we were to account for inflation, the cost of games should have been like a lot higher at this point. But at the same time, as a consumer, I ain't paying that kind of fucking money for a video game.
Me neither.
We got Humo Iron and Pineapple Boy. What did he mean by that?
Don't just ignore him.
The crash cannot come faster. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the thing. People talk about a crash. I don't think it's gonna be a crash. It's gonna kind of be a slow crawl, whimper into the grave.
It's one of those things where like we thought for a while like, oh, with the way things have been going lately, maybe these AAA developers will start learning their lessons about trying to chase the live action game slop. What with what happened to Concord and everything.
How many
And
times?
then Marvel Rivals happened, and it was a massive success. And then they went, all right, boys, now we can still keep chasing that rainbow. Keep making the live services games. Keep pumping this slop out.
I'm back, by
Look,
the way.
welcome back.
Thank you.
One outlier in a sea of absolute and total failure does not a successful genre make.
What are we talking about? Obviously, it's
That's,
something.
Trend of gaming and how one the crash happening eventually, and two the the state of big gaming TM of trying to chase the live service rainbow, the
Yeah,
unicorn.
I think it's become a blight upon the game industry that you can't just make a game that somebody plays and then has a good time and moves on. It always has to be a situation of how do we keep them playing and spending more money.
Keep retention, keep money flowing in.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that you can make a game like the former. It's just people, well, certain entities are not satisfied with just you did a good job. They want we sucked everyone dry of their money.
Yeah.
like I think that was one thing
As
that
an investor, right, you're gonna sit there and go, well, I want a product that is going to keep making me money. I don't want a product that's just gonna give me a one-time payout,
Yeah.
Which is why they are going to constantly annoy the people under them to make live service slop.
That no one ends up playing and dies in like less than a year.
I think that's
Yeah.
one of the things about amongst other things that got Palworld like good karma with like a lot of people is the attitude towards it was like, yeah, you guys are busy. We gotta take time to like make more of the game, so if you want to go play other games, by all means go play other games.
Yeah.
You had
didn't help.
your fun in there, and you can come back whenever you want.
Yeah. Part of it too is they're also like the underdog in the story.
Yeah. Also, fuck Nintendo. So
Well,
I mean, yeah.
knowing
true.
like the background story of like the devs behind like Palia is like, yeah, we
Palia or
They-
Palworld?
Power World.
Okay, because I know Palia is a game that Morgan
Yeah,
plays.
sorry, it was just for some reason that title has been like cross-wired in my brain.
Gotcha.
But like, yeah, the Power World devs before Power World, they were very much the yeah, we just make like repurposed like copy other people type shit beat and just make survival world like slop.
Yeah, I mean, what was the one before it?
Craftopia,
Yeah,
which was the
Craftopia.
weirdest fever dream of a game.
It
But
looked okay, but like it
I
didn't
played
blow
it
anybody's
before.
socks
It was
off.
weird.
I remember a couple VTubers played it back in the day.
Yeah. But effectively, they were like, well, We just wanted to make a game that would like get people to play it, so we just added shit that we would.
Dude,
It's,
we
like,
made the
dumb and
game we
fun.
would want to play.
Yeah,
Go figure, that actually works.
And they
they're
happen to make a
like, why did
game.
we allow you to enslave humans? Because we thought it'd be funny.
And you know what? They happen to make a game that a lot of Pokemon players have been wanting for years,
Yeah.
and begging on their knees.
And then what does Nintendo do instead of innovating and trying to improve their games?
Slaps
Sue!
them with, yep,
Yeah.
sues them, and also tries to make it so future games can't do even something remotely similar to what Pokemon does, like vaguely so.
Can you guys
Yeah,
tell I don't like
they
Nintendo?
tried to. Yeah, Nintendo sucks.
I like their IPs, I do not like the company.
Exactly. What they tried to do, and unfortunately succeeded in, is they tried to patent, what was it, like Monster Ball capturing devices or some shit like that?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Basically patenting, like, Pokeballs, but, like, having, like, a legal term for it. So, the Power World people had to, like, get away with it by using some funky terminology for, like, their capturing thing, and they no longer have like the little weird like blue ball things that they used to.
I mean, it's not all doom and gloom, because I think I remember reading that.
Wasn't it that like now they have like leashes instead?
I don't know. It's not all doom and gloom. Recently, Nintendo had tried filing a lot of those patents in the US, and I think all of them except one got blocked.
Yeah, because it's fucking absurd.
Because most countries, other than Japan, have at least some sense of what a patent does and how it should work, and when you should be able to file them.
It's very funny too that like they won the patent thing in like Japan or China, considering how much like bootleg slop comes out of those countries.
Well, the reason they won in Japan, and I've mentioned this before, but it's Japan serves the entity, not the individual.
Yeah.
Nintendo's the beloved entity, so the law serves them, and then the Power devs are the individual in that case.
Blue, I'm not good right now.
I can tell.
My stun
You're very
baton
low
broke.
That'll do it.
I'm out here crying into club for real right now. I'm also kind of hoping I'd like find a med pile that just has an IFAK in it. That'd be kind of cool.
One of these days I need to replay Power World.
Who was I talking to about it recently that we should start up Power World? Was it Lanny?
Did you say?
There was somebody I talked to recently that was like, yeah, I never really got to play Power World, and I was like, we should play that then.
I haven't played it.
Do you want to?
I don't have it.
Do you want to? Ay, cabrón, no mames, wey.
Maybe at some point.
Looks at boyfriend shit gift machine.
I mean, I'm not gonna get it for him if he doesn't want to play it right now, obviously.
Yeah. And I'm sure I'll be in the mood to play it at some point. I'm just not, don't think I'm ready for another long haul with the survival game again.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's a really good game. It is, however, a bit tediously grindy.
I mean, I'm good with that. I just have to be in the mood for it. I played my share of survival games.
Power World server? Yeah, we'll have a community week where we have a Power World server. Why not? Fuck it. And then I'll be done within like 4 days because I'll have like gotten so far.
Going off on your own.
Look, can you blame me? I like doing progress in games.
You
like
going off.
Food base. Well, it is optimal to make the breed barn in Power World. What can I say?
So you can't even say anything about that, given the devs know exactly what they did.
Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say, Blue? You're gonna say something about me.
I'm glad that's what you focused on.
Oh, I feel like you were about to grill me, so I kind of want to hear it.
I was gonna say, you like to go off on your own, a la nomad style, and do everything.
True.
I haven't done that as much recently.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Didn't you do that in Zomboid?
No, I kept
Yes.
coming back to the base to drop off stuff for everybody. And
You
then I
would,
was actively
like,
asking...
venture out on your own, though.
I have to go and forage. That's like, I have to go into the trees. And then I was like, hey, Jake, I'm going to come over to the prison with you. And he was like, oh, it's already cleared out. I was like, oh, okay. Like, yes, I do go out and do stuff on my own because I do want to do things, but I've been actively trying in those games to be a contributor.
I'll say this: you've gotten better about it.
Which one was it that... Was it the first time we had all played Valheim together? He sailed off to the other side of the world to do his own thing?
In the first, like, couple hours, he fucked off to the farthest edge of the earth from everyone.
No, that is a lie. That one is actually a lie. I sailed off because you guys went and did something without me and didn't ask me to come, so I was like, alright, I'll go fuck off then. And then I went sailing.
Rotten Man is here.
Jake, they're jumping me right now.
I heard.
I feel like I'm being slandered.
I mean, you do like your nomad playstyle.
I do like my nomad playstyle.
There's nothing wrong with it, and I don't know why they're being like...
I'm not saying he's not allowed to, I'm just saying he does.
You said it with a
It's just-
connotation.
I was just pointing out that it happens.
Yes, and look, all I'm saying is the Valheim one I don't think is a fair example.
What do you mean?
I found a muzzle brake for your AK.
I mean, look, I'm not saying you can't do it or nothing, but what, like, I will say is that, like, I don't know, you play a game with your homies, you kind of expect to, like, you know, do stuff with your homies.
Huh? I'm like flashbanged right now.
What do you want me to say, dog?
Dog, I did go on adventures with my friends.
This is a funny
Never
conversation.
mind.
Funny conversation.
It is what it is, man.
When Ark server? Never.
No, why would you put that evil into the world?
The
That
only
game is so
reason I'm gonna play
ass.
Ark is because me and Lanny want to boot it up, play it for one session, and be like, yeah, this fucking sucks.
The only way I would agree to, like, fucking touch Ark is if you set taming dinosaurs to literally instant.
Oh no, everything would be jacked up to the max. I'd have the highest XP gain, the highest harvest, the fastest tames. Don't get it twisted. I'm not sitting there for 50 hours being like, I finally made my base.
Yeah.
And you will never find me playing on a fucking public server.
Oh, fuck
Ew,
no.
yuck.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Cunt.
I never got, like, too, like, deep into it, but I played Conan Exiles for a while. That was pretty fun.
Conan Exiles is good. I like that one.
Never played it. All I know about it is that had big floppy dick in it.
It did.
Sure
I
does.
made a big black man with a big floppy cock.
Yeah, that checks out.
The way fucking... I was gonna say a name of, like, a Conan guy, but I forgot his name.
I used great swords in it too, so that was fun as fuck.
Big X.
You can enslave
Yeah.
people in that too. It's like Power
You
World.
can. You call them thralls. They're not people, they're thralls.
Go fucking sacrifice people to Grogoroth.
Yeah.
I think I worshipped like the fucking cannibal god or whatever, and I was like, a delectable treat whenever I looked at somebody.
I mean, I think you can technically worship all of them.
Blue, what happened?
An irradiated made me bleed to death, and
Did
I
you
used
not-
my last bandage at the end.
We need to get you some more bandages.
All we have is like really big med kits.
Well, I mean, we've
I
got
don't wanna
Claw,
use.
and if we
Yeah.
take a trip to the desert, we can go get some aloe vera.
They fucking added like sorcery to Conan too, like not too
Yeah,
long ago.
wasn't it like in like the newest DLC or whatever for it?
Yeah,
I don't know if they
Agent-
made it.
sorcery.
I don't know if they made it available for everybody or if you have to have the DLC.
It's for everyone.
Okay.
At least I'm pretty sure.
I like
I think
playing
the only
my
thing that you have to
sorcerer
like pay money for is
the map.
like cosmetic shit. I could be wrong. I haven't like fucked around with the game for a long time.
I liked playing as my sorcerer in Valheim. That was fun. Throwing fucking big old green blasts.
It looked
What
pretty
the
swanky.
Fireball.
Fireball, motherfucker! Remember when you made your little imp guy and I like
Yeah,
almost
Yeah.
crashed out?
yeah, because I used all of our things on it. And I was like, but look at him.
You were like, look at him, he's so cool.
You came around.
And I was sitting there like fuming because I wanted to make the fucking poison resistant capes for us. Because we were going to the swamp.
We didn't need that shit.
Yeah, we did. We needed it. Not check mark.
So Humo,
Hmm.
you had asked earlier how the spear handles irradiateds.
Yeah.
2 power attacks killed one.
That tracks.
No, I guess one of the DLCs for Conan is like a map. So
Where the fuck
there's
did you all
that.
come from?
Hmm?
Sorry, I'm playing Zomboid. And I walked into the Moldrop police station after clearing a... Oh, I don't know. What is my kill count up to? I think it was at like 200 something, now I'm at 461. And I just walked in the police station, and lo and behold, from the back door, like 20 more just walk in saying hello.
Back shots.
Have you died yet on the server?
No.
You see, Jake
I don't
is a
die.
Zomboid veteran.
Yeah, but even veterans make mistakes sometimes.
I think the only way at this point I'm gonna die is if I make a really, really dumb mistake to get caught by 3 zombies at once. Because I'm armored as fuck up right now.
I still think the way that Grog's gonna die is an accidental laceration on the neck from a tree branch.
That would be how good.
I remember one of my early deaths was just walking past a tree, got scratched, and didn't have any way to deal with the bleeding.
Did you have clothes?
Well, it was bleeding out faster than I could deal with it. I also was like getting attacked by a zombie.
This sounds like a medley of errors.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Sounds like a krill issue. Looks at whale.
That's funny.
And an
Harn.
acrylion.
I happened to find the flash hider for both the 9mm vector and 45 vector.
I guess you're gonna be eating good when you find a vector then. Holy fuck! Alright.
That doesn't look good.
You okay, Bubby?
I just, you know, about 50,000 enemies decided they were gonna jump my ass.
I also found an FAL.
Goodbye, Chuck. Goodbye, Chuck. Do new friends.
Oh no! Okay. Okay. Okay.
That really doesn't look good.
Okay.
You okay, big man?
No. No, is really bad. No, it's really bad this time.
That's
Hey,
a lot
Jake,
of blacked out
do,
health.
prefabs in Zomboid like respawn loot after a while?
Yeah, I have it set to respawn. absolutely. I'm glad I put the stun mod in. There's an special. For some reason I wasn't happy about this, but some mods don't do that.
Let me go! Let me go!
7 days to die. Why don't they make it 1 week to die? Are they stupid? Yes, but
Oh. No, don't fucking do it! Ah. You must die!
You must die.
die.
Blue. Come pick me up, I'm scared!
Do you actually want me to come help?
I don't know how much more I have to go, and I ran out of healing supplies. And I think my
Well, they
machete's
can't
about to break.
You think or you know?
I don't know, it's low though.
Do you need me to go over supplies for you?
I wouldn't say no to some help.
Okay. Let me go run by the house. What do you need?
Everything.
Medkits?
Med kits, 45 ACP, a burger,
splints, maybe?
because I'm starving.
Okay.
And what he means by I wouldn't say no is please, 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 please.
Baton part would be nice so I could repair my fucking stun baton.
Do you also want some machete parts for your machete?
Yeah, one of those would be cool.
This motherfucker really said everything and meant it.
Yeah, look, dog, I'm destitute out here.
Clearly. This shit's wild.
Do you need water too?
No, my water's fine. Propofol just makes you lose all your fucking food, is all.
Okay.
Part of me's thinking I should just go down on my bike and grab a Perfotora at least, then I could heal. Like, it got bad because I, like, funneled down, like, one way, and I was like, okay, I can kind of fight them if they come down this way, and then they broke through a wall behind me. And I could not funnel them anymore.
Do you want any injectors?
No, I'm good on injectors right now.
You infected?
No, but my arm is broken, so if you could bring me a splint and maybe a painkiller and then vitamins as well, because I just remembered I have all of the fucking afflictions.
And a hug and a kiss.
Yeah, that too, please, please, please.
Uh-huh.
Some
I'm
head
getting
pads.
it. Anything else you need?
No, that
Hug
should
and
be
a
it.
kiss would go so hard right now.
I have every motherfucker in Moldra on my ass right now.
You just your armor in good spot?
Good enough, yeah.
Okay. Making my way over.
Which is a surprise, because, you know, I've been getting my fucking shit shoved in. Alright, pull back. Wait.
If I had a 44 Magnum revolver, it'd be all over for this motherfucking guy.
I'm out here, like, slow clearing and shit now. I should have grabbed an oh shit drop so that way I could just leap off this fucking building.
Yep.
Now, if I remember correctly, if I go up this fucking area, I'm gonna die because there's gonna be like 1,000 zombies. I'm gonna just go downstairs and wait for Blue. Oh. Remind me to show you how bad it got later, Blue, in the VOD.
Oh, you're clearing the apartment building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a fun one.
He's out here on O Block.
Do you have more sympathy for me now?
I mean, I always have sympathy.
Someone's got to evict all these single moms.
Oy.
Why was that, like, bag green?
Because the herbal antibiotics. Alright. Mwah.
Wow. Thank you, thank you.
Doll.
You
the
need help
fuck out of
clearing, or am I
spaghetti
good to
noodles.
keep doing my own stuff?
If you want to do your own stuff, I think I should be good now.
But also, he would very much like for you to stay. He just won't say it.
Did you bring your AK with you?
No, AK's at home.
Okay.
I was rocking the, fucking... If you want to use the AK, if you're heading towards base,
No,
you
no,
can.
no. I was asking because I have the muzzle brake for your AK and bike.
Gotcha. If you want to put it on my bike, I can take it back
Do any of your guns need repaired?
No, my guns are fine. Surprisingly, the Tommy gun does not have huge durability burn because I put 500 bullets through this
Okay.
bitch.
I think he's 45 HP.
What's up?
That should be like murdering every fucking zombie in one shot.
Yeah, ideally. It's the God's caliber.
They really are spilling out of this building, huh?
Yeah, it's bad here, dude. I don't even know who these fucking dudes are. All I know is that guy right there.
Now officially switching to 38 special. So I'm out of 357.
That's so cool, dude.
Don't patronize me.
Can I not appreciate the fucking versatility of a 357? That can also, you know, be chambered in 38 plus P.
Me when I chamber the bullet,
Me when I'm none.
I frowned.
You finished it, Fick.
I did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I
Bonus
did.
chapters.
No, but that's bonus. That's not the fic.
I see we've got a quitter on our hands.
Stop it!
He said, I'm tapped out.
I'm tired, boss.
It's okay to quit as long as you admit that you quit.
Nuh-uh.
Alright, then you didn't finish none in the chamber.
Is there like a spin-off fig, or was it just like a
No,
bonus
there's
chapter?
bonus chapters.
What the fuck? How long are they?
I don't know. I haven't looked at that shit. I just know about them. Think I look at that bullshit? I don't read fics.
Well, you know what? The chat can find them in their bonus time to read themselves.
That's a good rebuttal. Find the bonus time. No, I mean, I'll read them later.
TM.
He
You know-
ain't never gonna get
you
to
know
that
what?
shit. He
Now-
hasn't even.
Now's a good time to mention the whole thing I had been talking to a couple of you guys about. Because I don't think I've mentioned it on stream yet. I was thinking about making it so that there's not any more reading streams, and you guys never get a single reading ever again. Smiles. No, that's only part
Hey.
one.
It's okay. There's a second part.
There's
Wait.
there's a bonus part.
There is a bonus part.
Instead of doing like reading streams, I would just put together like a VOD each week of the readings that I do. That way I can, because sometimes Monday will roll around when I'm supposed to do a reading stream, and I'm like, I kind of just want to play video games tonight. So and there's also people who want to have just the readings themselves.
The anti-yappers, as they are
Right.
known as.
So I
We
think
live for the yap.
I think this is like a good compromise on that, in that I won't be bound to a single day for the readings. I'd be able to read throughout the week at my own pace, and just like record it, put it together. And it means I could read over time too, right? Like instead of doing like 4 hours in one night of just straight reading, I could maybe like do two-hour sessions throughout the week at some point, and then just give you guys a video each week and be like, here you go, here's some readings. Have fun.
Well, you know, if you want to get like fancy with it too, you could recruit some of the other voice talents in our server.
As fun
and
as that
get a
would
little,
be,
like radio play.
as fun as
kinda-
that would be, that's gonna require a lot more fucking work on my end.
Mm-hmm. That's effort, Bubby.
Cause like I'm sure you can go ask like Reed, cause doesn't he help with the reading of Bad Apple or whatever that Oates was
He
doing?
does.
And like he talks about how he has to like get like a bunch of chapters together and all that, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but like I already struggle getting like one video put together.
Well, could you just do how you do like a live stream, like with just like, you read this character's voice now.
But that would
Worse.
it would still require coordination, and that we would have to sit in a call at the same time. Because if you start doing it so that anybody can record anytime they want, then I have to worry about downloading everybody's clips together, stitching them together in like DaVinci Resolve, getting all that together,
Right.
making sure audio is like balanced and all that. It's a lot more work than just like having me
Definitely
read
not.
one.
You're not
Gotcha.
just reading something yourself. You're fucking like
It's a dramatic reading.
you're having to like master these clips, make sure they sound at least somewhat on par with all the other audio. It's a lot more audio work. Audio work's a pain in the fucking ass.
Right. Right.
Sure is.
You know how fucking hard I have to work to make the shit that comes from this microphone sound good?
Fucking cars out here being a negative Nancy.
And
So it's a reading stream, but with extra steps. Next, it'll be, I don't want to edit your video anymore. Damn.
it's a reading video is what it is.
Yeah, ultimately the thing is too, if I like record, it's basically just me going to record my voice, put it over like an image, and we're good to go. Or like fucking, I'll just do the same thing I do with OBS, where instead of streaming it, I'll just record and do the readings as I like scroll through the thing. Easy peasy. It like there's a little bit more I can do, but I don't have to do. If that makes sense.
And for the yapping thing, I think we had toyed around with the idea of a book club style stream that would be shorter.
Yeah, like every couple of weeks, we could just have like whatever readings we've been having. We'll have a stream where we just talk about it, and that could be like a sort of guerrilla stream. Like I could fucking, if I really wanted to, play something while we talk and just have like a chill stream, kind of like we're
Kind of
doing
reminds
tonight.
me of, I've been thinking about, like, doing a, I guess one of the main reasons I wasn't doing it is because, like, it felt a little bit like stepping on toes. Because, like, you're reading through, like, a lot of the fics, and I was like, oh, you know, late night, as I was going through, like, fics I was reading, I was like, I might as well just, like, read it to people in the server. And I was thinking about, like, maybe making that a more, like, official thing.
I mean, by all means. Look, I don't own the rights to reading or anything. So.
I know, I just...
At the end of the day, if somebody wants to hear you read something, then by all means.
It was usually just, like, to a small crowd of people during, like, the late night career.
I found something blue.
Yeah.
It's called a Steinbohrer.
Uh-huh.
It's an auger, I think.
Does it have like the little drilly thing at the end?
It does.
Then that's an auger.
You
Yeah,
know,
I just don't know if
here's,
it's like an advanced auger or not as well.
Here's another thought, too. Like, since I know, like, for stream, trying to, like, catch up on all the, written bounties has kind of gotten to a point where it's just not feasible anymore. We could have an in-server, like, you know, book club adjacent type thing where we, all get together and, go through them.
I mean, yeah, if somebody wants to headline that, by all means. It just is not going to be me doing it, that's all.
Yeah, because I do feel like our right boys have been a little bit maybe not neglected is the right word, but you know what I mean.
Oh, fuck. They're coming through the rafters and shit.
Speaking of reading stuff in the VC to other people, shout out to Sarge. Absolutely, he is one of our prolific read boys.
I love when Sarge reads shit. I especially love when Sarge reads porn.
Hell yeah. Speaking of reading shit, are you waiting for like devlog to be like fully done, or are you planning on doing chapters 3 and 4 since they're out now?
Play it by ear. If I get some like free time in like my schedule and I feel up to read something, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yar also has to sit you and the boys down for until then. Smiles. Tactical reading time. I forced him to read 2 smug fics. Weren't they your fix cars?
Prolific smut writer cars.
Maybe. Well, you know what? There is not enough scalar content out there. Really, any scalar content at all. So, you know, you're doing someone out there service cars.
Yeah, himself.
Exactly.
Lamau.
Service with a smile. Welcome to Joker Company.
Hardened hero chest, my beloved, give me the forbidden fruit. That. Okay. Attack laser. Nice.
The kill count is now up to 523.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Cars, was your other one the Mia one for the smut?
Ooh, and I'm 45. Nice. The burning shaft mod.
Write for yourself and no one else, and you'll be happy with what you have written. Real and true.
Blue.
I mean, shit, I can attest to that. Like,
Yeah.
I know how to make rad disruptors now.
Nice.
the shit I wrote was for my own entertainment, and then it just happened to entertain other people.
Oh, I just found an AS Val. Epic.
Nice.
The funny whisper gun.
Pew pew.
We actually got a AR-15 chambered in 300 blackout a little bit ago.
The even funnier whisper gun.
Level 3 battery.
I can make rail hand guards, by the way.
Nice.
So any gun we have that can't take far grips normally can now.
Do we need wheat flour for anything?
Wheat flour?
For bread.
Yeah,
Bread.
which is a pretty decent food item.
Chat, can we get a bread in chat?
Oh, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
I ended up reading one of the books in Brawling that makes it so my vision doesn't get impaired anymore.
Oh yeah, that one. It's a good one.
It is. It's really good.
Hell yeah.
Makes me grin. Grins
Bread on deck.
intoxicatedly. Now I gotta fucking hunt down these like last 3 bastards that are alive because they fell down the fucking building. It also doubles the length of the buzz, which is kind of cool.
This is not related to anything, but Blue, isn't the next chapter of Malamut coming out in like March?
Next chapter, what?
Malamut. Shit.
I haven't kept track of that.
Have you even played it yet?
No.
You should. You'd like it. As a Mallow enjoying Chad, you would like it.
I was kind of,
familiar with it.
Hmm?
I was saying Cocaineer, I think it's played it.
He has.
It
is. It's good.
I was kind of waiting to see if it was going to go the way of a lot of indie visual novels, which is abandoned.
Mm.
And I was just kind of waiting to see if that would happen or not.
They have a roadmap, and I mean, they've got like, what, 2 or 3 chapters out right now?
I'll be honest, the only thing I'd write would be for me is a loader bot from BL2. One day I might allow myself to indulge a little bit and continue my Deltarune fanfic.
I still need
might
to
have to
read
if we
what
don't get
you
chapter three
sent me.
soon.
Yeah, we gotta find the time after we finish Blue's Undertale playthrough to pick up my playthrough of Deltarune.
Lanny, why did you send me that?
What did Lanny send you?
I'll pull it up on stream real quick.
I don't have stream pulled up.
And while I could play Deltarune by myself, I much playing it with my voice cast friends. Smiles. Because it makes the experience better, and then Humo can also yell at me,
What am I yelling at you for?
telling me that I don't know how to do the secret passageway of things.
Well, oh, is this in relation to when you couldn't figure out the fucking Jevil?
Yeah. Well, no, that and like I don't know, like secret pass, and you're like, no, you gotta go back and do the secret thing. I'm like, what?
Well,
Do I
yeah.
have to? And you're like, yes.
Yeah, because you're missing out on like primo content at that point. I'm doing you a favor.
True, but and then the time where I was like, Humo, I cannot be fucked to finish this fight. Hands the controller over to Big Brother.
I said, let Big Bro handle this.
Which is funny because I'm like older than you, I'm pretty sure.
True. But I'm better at bullet hells, so
True.
Big Bro status.
It's one of those things where if I had enough patience and willpower, I could have like brute forced it, but I could not be fucked.
Lack the determination, does not have the red soul, point and laugh.
True.
Oh, this is in relation to when you were talking about like doing the readings and everything, Iron. Vice said, Iron over here like, bro, I don't want to give people another cake. Who wants 2 cakes?
Damn. Well, you know what?
Look here,
Tell you
boys.
what,
We got
I
ourselves a
will.
real-life hero, and
I'll
now
create like a
he
community
wants to
poll
pay.
eventually, or a thread or something, and people can throw me suggestions for what we can read for
Let's make a pact.
the Iron's
What are you standing? Fine.
bedtime story.
Take a fucking look.
And we'll get it like started. It's like a weekly thing, if people really want that.
Maybe I should read stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I mean, I am also open to having, guest voice actors if they want to hang out and read alongside. Looks at Sarge and Jake and whoever. it would also be like a nice excuse for me because I keep saying that like I need to read more like fanfics, and then I don't, and then I feel bad for not doing it.
Mm.
But I get distracted very easily. Looks over at Born to Inherit the Stars tab I've had open and only wrote down like 2 sentences today.
That's a G28 for about 200,000.
Sir, you didn't play Nuzlocke Run. You have to reset everything. To be honest, Iron, there is a ton. There are so many snoop fics out there, yes, but and there's probably a lot that I'm not going to read just because
Buddy.
I don't know. There's some crack ones out there.
Yes, add to my fanfic Audible collection. This pleases me.
Cause I don't know, after things like Not in the Chambers and Broken Wings and stuff, I think I have like gotten my fill of E1 and E2 cope fics. I'm sure there are other very good ones out there, but and this is no shade to anyone who's written fics like that, but you've read one, you kind of read them all.
Would you count None in the Chamber as a cope fic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost certainly.
It copes pretty hard, I would even say.
Like, it's not a cope fic in the sense of, oh, everything turned out perfect. But it's a cope fic in the sense of, we're changing this thing so that it doesn't turn out as shit. And we're gonna cope with E1 by saying it didn't happen.
I mean, I would definitely fall under the category of cope fic simply for the fact of, like, they had to, like, really, like, reach in order to get Fang into a situation where she could go home and be a parent and live happily ever after.
Little did you know, the most elongated E1 cope fic of them all was Punch Drunk Gator.
True.
It technically is an E1 fic, isn't it?
I don't know about cope fic. She still went bad, but Lamau.
I mean,
Rope fic. We'll call it that.
I like rope fic. It's a funny term.
I don't even know if it's that. It's only just like a tangentially related in the background thing.
Hey, Blue.
Hmm?
For
I
you.
wouldn't say tangentially related.
Ooh.
It is related directly to the plot in some sense.
I guess, yeah.
Lamau points at Mia and laughs.
Who gives a fuck about me?
Stares at Ardiv.
Someone said, yeah, when's the next Punch Drunk chapter coming out? Looks at Jake.
I'm smiling right now, but it's not a happy smile.
Is it one where you're like gritting your teeth a little bit?
No, it's just sad and despondent.
I know the feeling, dog.
I want to work on it. But brains say no.
Blue, did I
Hey,
ever send you that fucking
Jake.
Deltarune fic I worked on?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I
What
know you sent
Iron?
me it because I bugged you about it.
What?
Anyways, Jake, do you want to have like a sit-down session where the two of us workshop with each other or fix,
Maybe.
just so we can get some shit done?
Yeah, maybe. Could be what I need to get my shit together.
and then we can probably like talk shop too about like future projects. Because I might have talked myself into the Nick fic.
Nick, Nickelodeon.
Because I'm like, man,
That's
you
a
know
blue
what?
laser.
There hasn't been a whole
It's a
lot of
blue laser.
exploration of like caveman and simian people. I want to do it.
It's like you're with me at all times. Check.
As someone who has been in, not a patient, but a student, facility that is similar to what None in the Chambers was in, there is no way she would have been let out in the public within 10 years. Yeah. I mean, they had to pull a fucking Better Call Saul ass pull to justify her being brought back into the story. Which, look, I'm not gonna shit talk None in the Chambers. It's a fine fic, but
It's written very well.
eh.
It's also long as fuck.
I mean, most stories need some convenience to happen, otherwise there wouldn't be a story.
True.
Mhm.
Even the most realistic story you can think of has convenient things happen that would not happen in real life in order to make it work.
Alright, Blue, I'm gonna run to the desert and try and collect some aloe vera
yeah,
for us.
look, at the end of the
Okay.
day, it worked in the service of the story. It's fine.
I don't know why you're having such an issue with like gaining weight, Iron. I just busted into a fucking gas station and ate like 3 things off the fucking rack, and now I've got double arrow up.
I don't fucking know. I was just kind of eating whatever to fill my hunger bar and not really paying attention to the calorie meter. And then I recognized that it was a thing.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Soon tight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Willkommen.
Welcoming.
I like how it sounds like they're saying
The-
welcome in.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
How's it going?
Nice work, bitch.
Nice work, bitch.
Just saying, Jake, after rereading it recently, cock and eyebrow is a bit overused. Is that
Yeah.
like something you say in your fic a lot?
Oh, absolutely. Dorian likes cocking his eyebrows.
You know, I was actually talking to Blue
But also, like,
about something.
wow.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say, how the fuck else do you describe somebody cocking their eyebrow? There's like 3 ways you could do that, and it's a very common expression.
I mean, yeah.
I was kind of talking to Blue about something similar recently, and like how I'll sometimes clock that I'm like overusing like a certain phrase or word in like speech.
Have a look.
I think like when I was talking to Blue about it, it was like so to speak.
Top tier treatment's ready.
And I used it like 5 different times, and I was like, I'm saying that way too fucking much.
I mean, when it works, it works. Like, I'm of like 2 minds about stuff like that, where it's like, if there's no other better way to phrase something, then do what you gotta do. But then there is like the other part of it of like, you definitely can use like
Because
overdo something and like too often.
you got like
You gotta space it out.
quirk an eyebrow, cock an eyebrow, raise an eyebrow. What the fuck else is there? 3 words. There's not really a whole lot of ways to say that.
Yeah, I mean,
string bean.
if your character wouldn't vocally say something and that's the reaction they would give, then, you know, it is what it is.
I like eyebrow cocks. Everybody does them.
I just did one right now for the fun of it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Hit you with that Dwayne the Rock Johnson stare.
But yeah, that is one of my issues. I overuse certain like phrases.
I think
They're also funny.
every like fic writer does that though.
I mean, there's only certain ways you can describe certain things.
Die.
Someone just pinged me in chav. Someone revolver spinning a fucking long barrel. Very cool.
We're gonna need like a lot of bandages in order to make good meds.
Regular bandages?
Well, so if I remember correctly, I think it was an IFAC takes 2 bandages. Let me check.
Yeah, it takes 2 bandages and 1 aloe vera.
Yeah, and then
And
a
2
label
vital
takes
mix.
3. I think an IFAC's probably gonna be our best bet, so that way we can save the saline and whatever the other one was for the stims.
Mm-hmm.
Plus an IFAC heals for 90. I don't think you really need much more than that.
No, I mean, that's almost a full heal in most cases.
The BCS ass pull is actually believable, but she would have been in the psych facility until she was competent to stand trial, and then she would have been jailed afterwards. Well, yeah.
There's some slamming going on upstairs.
Oh no.
Come on, this line.
Iron look under there. Under what?
So how much? So 4 leaves, maintenance, 1 cream. Okay. I just punched a fucking snake in its schnoz.
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a dead snake in my boot. Have you given the auger a go yet?
No, not
Okay.
yet. I don't need to use it right now.
Right. I was just wondering how good it is if you'd used it. Because usually, when I played 7 Days in the past, I'm never the one who uses the auger.
Yeah.
It generates a lot of heat.
I need to go back and do like, maybe I'll do it in Darkness Falls, sledgehammer build, because there's just something so fucking satisfying about winding that shit up and dunk, and they fall over dead.
Obliterate wall.
I mean, I've been using the sledgehammer to get through walls and shit recently, so.
Bonk.
Also, hey Kev. How are you this relatively calm Tuesday night?
We do be vibing.
Because I want to say that first time I'd actually like played 7 Days, I did go like sledgehammer shotgun. So it definitely has like a soft spot for me.
Well, found out Amber is sick, so I'll be stuck in the office when I'm off work. I hope she gets well soon.
I always default to the good old club build, if nothing else.
Grog in it.
So I don't know, here lately, I might keep going with spears and rifles.
Really? I couldn't tell that you liked them that much.
I mean, after initially using the spear a bunch and getting a feel for the whole, like, penetrating multiple zombies, getting all your stamina back from kills, the extra reach, the armor pen.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I fully get it. Like, when I was first playing, and I mean, still to this day, I usually can't fuck too much with, like, at least in base game, like pistols and SMGs and shit. Just because it's a mindset I have in, like, a lot of games where you need to make every shot count. And so I tend to gravitate towards something that does, like, fuck you damage, a la a shotgun or a sniper.
Yeah.
Or LMG, just put lead down range.
See, no, because that's wasteful. Especially in, like, a survival game where you have to craft the ammo. Now,
I'll say
in, like, fucking Tarkov, yeah, no, I'll use the fucking machine gun anytime because the whole point is put enough bullets down range that that thing dies before you do.
I will say in 7 days, at least as long as you're not like gimping yourself intentionally with the settings, you do get a lot of ammo near the mid to end point.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
you see how many
Oh yeah,
how
that's
much
why
ammo we
like
have in, like, the
LMGs
fucking
are like
chests.
end game.
My issue with LMGs, especially in 7 days, is they share the same type of ammo as, like,
The sniper.
yeah. So at that point, like, why are you using an LMG? Just use a sniper.
I will say
Fire
in
rate.
Darkness Falls, the M60 did come in very handy during Horde Night. It was just better to throw lead down range and take out the Horde as it was approaching than to try and pick shots.
Never been a shotgun user in games. I prefer the smallest downtime possible, like SMG or pistol. See, I just like things that make my little kid brain go happy, so I want my boomstick to be loud.
Shotguns are very strong in most games.
Yeah, like, I like shotguns when I like when they have range, but if they don't have range, they better be like a fucking close quarter powerhouse.
I wonder if this mod changed the ranges of shotguns to be a little more realistic.
I've also just like using pistols because I think pistols are cool.
If I have to use a pistol, I usually am opting for, like, a revolver. Because,
Yeah.
again, same philosophy, big damage.
Hand cannon.
I like the Desert Vulture in this game, it's very fun to use.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it's like, oh, you cock sucker.
There's also just something very like brain stimmy about like fucking racking back a slide of a pistol. Or like pulling a hammer back on a revolver.
That's what I was gonna get at. Like, Desert Vulture's good in this game, right? But I kind of like the fucking revolver for the aesthetic purposes.
Same. I think there are like some gun magazines too that make it on par with the Deagle.
I don't know if it's necessarily on par. I think the Deagle still wins out, but it definitely brings it more in line.
I think like the Deagle only like beats it out like ever slightly.
I don't know. My experience with the revolver has always been that it feels like just doesn't do as much. And then I get the Desert Vulture, and then it feels like it's hitting like it should with that caliber.
Yeah. My, I guess, issue with like the not automatic weapons in 7 days, if I'm playing in multiplayer, is that oftentimes I find myself gimped by like desync, so the guns just don't register when I need them to. Whereas it's not so much of a thing to worry about if you have just like a fucking bullet hose.
Right. Now, one game where I do make an exception is Killing Floor 2. Playing SWAT in Killing Floor 2 feels fucking awesome.
Killing Floor 2, everything feels fucking good.
You just
Especially
bullet hose
shotguns.
everything down and their heads are exploding left and right. You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching the reception to Killing Floor 3 being kind of lukewarm to bad.
Yeah. It is unfortunate, but, you know, at the end of the day, we still have Killing Floor 2.
True.
Also, I'm making a big oopsie doopsie here.
And what is that?
I'm going into Higashi Pharmaceutical.
That's one of the hardest UIs in the game.
Yeah.
Akimbo seems cool till you try it. IRL, shit's terrible. Well, you're gonna be an accurate fuck unless you are like one of the most trained fucking gun hands ever.
Hey, Blue, if we go to a gun range, can I Akimbo?
I don't think there are so like that.
What
You will
Jake said.
definitely get like kicked off the firing range.
I don't think it's a matter of Blue liking it. I think it's a matter of the RSO will walk behind you and scream at you.
Alright, I'm just gonna go out into the woods.
I mean, Smokey the Barrel will get mad at you.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh. I'll make sure there's no fires.
Why is it called a firearm?
I mean,
then?
I don't know. There's
Because the fire's in the gun, duh.
No.
Yeah.
it's probably one of those situations where as
Guy's
long
a
as
fire in the
you
gun. He doesn't like fire.
are like keeping the gun like under control, like they probably won't care, but if you look like it's about to fly out your hands, they'll probably come over and yell at you.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't Akimbo anything, like, higher than a fucking 9.
He got that 9 on him.
It is the factual statement.
What?
So many shot cables. SWAT Cat's our resident gun range operator. He is SMHing.
I paid for the gun. I'm using the gun. I mean, I think I've said it before, right? Like, an ideal would be to get, like, my own plot of land at some point and just make a berm and just have a fucking firing range of my own. It'd be fun as fuck.
One of my dad's like old bosses did that, and he took us out to shoot. It was really cool. My local gun range, I shit you not, is connected to the biggest firework depot in the state. That's funny. Kind of makes sense in a way. All that gunpowder is getting used for something. The Humo YouTuber compound.
You know, Iron, after fucking firing that Saiga, I kind of want to fire, like, a full auto shotgun.
Like a KS-12.
Is KS-12 full auto?
Or, what am I thinking of? I'm probably, like, mixing it up with it. You know
AA-12?
the fucking...
The A,
Yeah,
AA-12?
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'd fire the fuck out of an AA-12, go da 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 da, and I'm like, oh, my shoulder.
You know what's funny?
Doesn't that thing, like, not actually have, like,
Did you
bad
just find an
recoil?
AA-12?
No, no, no.
What's up?
When he was trying to figure out what shotgun he was thinking of, I clicked onto the search bar and typed AA, and I was like, oh yeah, the AA-12.
Thank you, Tarkov.
Yeah. RSO SWAT Cat reporting for duty, lol.
I'm drinking a Mega Crush.
But yeah,
Full auto drum mag AA-12 killing for support main IRL. The dream.
Maybe going to die right now.
I mean, yeah, that Saiga was fun to shoot. You definitely felt that fucking recoil in your shoulder, though. I'll tell you what.
I mean, my shit was bruised, so.
Yeah. I actually don't know what like kicked more, and it might just be due to like one of them being a wood stock and one of them just having like a lot of fucking powder behind it. Was I don't know if like the AK we shot kicked more or the Saiga did.
I don't know. I like shooting the AK though. That shit shot real well.
It was fun.
One day I really do want to shoot like a 4-bore though. I don't care if it dislocates my shoulder.
Fuck, dude. That sounds like it's so unpleasant to shoot. I'd fire it like once and be like, yep, that was the experience.
Let me shoot a Barracuda slug, please. At an engine block, I want to see that thing blow up.
You see that video of a mill guy offering some gun dudes the challenge to walk forward a full auto LMG? I have not, but that sounds. I imagine that went disastrously.
I think that was a Grantham video actually. Or at least I think I saw something akin to that in a Grantham video once.
I can imagine him doing something like that to like to one of those like, is this Hollywood myth or legend being able to like Rambo walk an LMG?
I want to try to do that.
Alright.
That sounds fun.
You'd have to be so goddamn fucking swole.
Yeah, I know, but like still. If nothing else, it'll be funny when I can't fucking do it and everybody points and laughs.
I remember seeing a video of like FPS Russia Kimboing AA-12 and I went like, I want that, yeah. That's why I was like, I don't imagine like the recoil on those are like too bad actually. It's like, it's kind of crazy how like some guns like are able to like, even with like higher like powder behind them, like just because of the gun design, like subvert like recoil. Like for instance, a lot of like modern revolvers kind of make the shooting experience a lot like smoother just because they put like weights on the barrel, which is like, it sounds so simple in hindsight, but you know.
Works, it works.
Harder to kick up if something's holding it down.
Yeah.
You can either do something very simple, or you can do something a bit more complicated to achieve the same result.
Yeah. Speaking of recoil, when is Humo playing Squirrel with a gun? Looks at Humo when you playing Squirrel with a gun.
The fuck is squirrel with a gun? I get. You know what? I figure it's a game where you're a squirrel with a gun.
It's one of those like goat simulator adjacent ass videos. I imagine you'd get like a, I don't know, hours worth of content before you went, yep, that was the YouTube video.
That was a squirrel with a gun.
A squirrel with one gun.
Jake, what would you do if you saw a squirrel with a gun?
Is it like a squirrel-sized gun or like a squirrel?
No, it's like a fucking full-size like Glock or something.
I'd say, how's that little guy doing that?
And you pull the trigger and then like go flying backwards.
I'd say, oh no, little guy.
So guys, who would win in a fight? A sword with a gun or a gun with a sword?
Sword with a gun with a sword is just a gun with a bayonet on it.
No, he's got like a claymore.
It's just a really long bayonet.
This cannot be answered because gun always wins. Blue, I'm still clearing Higashi, and I think I'm only like 2 floors up.
Hold on, I'm gonna go to the pit. I'm gonna make it a poll.
That's gonna be... Yeah, Blue, unsurprisingly, 100 rounds of fucking 45 looks
Yeah.
pretty nice.
I imagine it would. Is that the Tommy gun I got as a reward for completing the challenges?
Yeah. If you ever wanted it back, just let me know.
No, that's fine. I wasn't gonna use it. I'd rather use like a handgun. I'm gonna use 45.
I am intensely glad that the trait that lets you like sit down and rest quicker in this game makes you get up as fast as you do. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Did you almost get grabbed?
Yeah, I'm currently clearing out the border camp into Louisville right now.
Damn. Shit, there was something I was gonna do and now I can't remember what it was. Oh well.
There are a lot of zombies here. A lot of zombies.
Grug and his spear could take him.
Your spear would be broke.
Yeah, but Grug always has like 10 more in his back pocket.
Brought like 2 liters of orange soda. This is my fighting food.
This is my fight food. You know, I'm just not clocking it. Despite being in Higashi, I have gotten a disturbing lack of medical supplies. Oh shit, here we go.
The gun lands.
Fuck, bitch! Ooh, my god.
Is the Jaker gonna be okay?
Yeah. I just tripped and fell into that 8 zombies.
That's not good.
It's okay. I got back up.
It's okay, I woke up.
I may have gotten my helmet and my welding mask knocked off, but I'm still alive.
You really out there gambling, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, what is life without a little gambling, am I right? What the fuck, not you. So, Blue, are you looking forward to tonight?
The silence tells me otherwise.
Not especially.
But did the base gonna hold this time?
I hope so. If it doesn't, then I genuinely don't think any design would work. Except maybe like some super cheese, mess with the AI type design.
Hmm.
There is shocking lack of supplies here.
You know what's the one downside to having a 100-round mag?
Long time to
What?
load.
I have to stop myself from reloading every time I've spent 4 bullets.
What was you, I guess.
It's that thought process of, well, if you're not topped off, what if you need those last 4 bullets when you're shooting? The fuck? Is this dude on the other side of the wall? Whatever, I'll find him later. I get you, bitch. Okay, Jake.
That's it.
Would you rather be immune to tasers or uncuffable?
Uncomfortable. Because I could pretend to not be comfortable until an opportune moment, and then I could escape.
Mm-hmm.
Just Jake sitting there being like, I can break these cuffs.
You cannot break those cuffs.
You can't break those cuffs, sir.
Do you have all of Spear Hunter, Blue?
Give me a second.
That was a nice crack, by the way.
Thank you.
Missing volume 5 and 7.
Okay, reads volume 2.
Damn.
That was close.
How many close calls have you had in the last hour?
2, 3, 3.
Is that within acceptable limits for punk rock, Jake?
Hell yeah.
It's badass.
I brought 2 fire axes for a reason. I'm gonna fucking use them.
Real?
Whoop!
Oh, great. Where the fuck do I go? Shit. That's why I fucking hate Higashi Tower. Oh, that's a dog. That's a dog.
An aerosol bomb would go down real smooth right now.
Wait, what?
An aerosol bomb.
Oh, damn.
You know, them bitches. Would you rather breathe only through your nose or breathe only through your mouth? Nose.
Nose, what the fuck?
Nose.
What fucking psychopath wants to breathe at their mouth?
Mouth breather by choice.
That's a wild statement. If anyone says mouth breather, I'm fucking putting you on a watch list.
If anyone says mouth breather, I'm pinching your nose.
Yeah, if anyone says fucking mouth breather, I'm fucking banning you. Kev says mouth easy. Y'all aren't mathematic, and it shows. Thank you, Kev. Very cool. I'm sorry, but banned. Them's the breaks.
Dog.
You can't ban Kevin. I don't allow it. Simple.
Like the only time I could see mouth breathing being like more optimal is when you get sick and like your nose stops up.
Now, if I pick one that I only get to breathe through for the rest of my life, is that one forever unstopped?
Hmm.
Because if I pick nose, I don't want to get like a stopped nose and then stop
Die.
the nose and then fucking die. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to assume it is under the circumstances that you can breathe fine throughout whichever one you pick.
If not, I'll be very cross.
If not, I'll be very dead.
Yes.
We have a easy source of nitrate, right?
Yes.
Blue?
Trying not to die.
Okay. shrinks in on my Higashi tower.
Here's a logical reason you can't run or do any heavy exercise if you can only breathe through your nose. I mean, you can, it just won't be comfortable.
Good thing I don't do heavy exercise.
Yeah, crazy that.
Good thing I fucking hate cardio.
Now that I'm not at risk of death, what'd you say?
Nitrate powder, do we have an easy supply of that?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We have a nitrate mine like right behind our house.
Right, I just didn't know what the amounts we were getting from that is, because I didn't know if I needed to grab it while I was finding it or if I could just leave it.
And I spent like 5 minutes and got 2,000 pieces.
Okay, yeah. And that's without the auger, right?
That was with just my steel pickaxe, yeah.
You're okay.
Dog, I just know that, like, having to sit there with your mouth agape 24/7 is fucking would be miserable.
Who's got like the soul music in the background?
You have one guess.
Yeah, I know. I was just asking to shame him publicly.
Epic.
I guess get owned. Points at you, bozo.
Oh, damn. So anyways.
Damn, that really is badass music, though.
Like Dad be listening to some tunes in the other room, what can I say?
He's really fucking jamming out.
That really is soulful, isn't it?
Look at him, listen to him go.
You know, one day I'll be like that. Are you
Is
guys...
it like particularly obnoxious?
I mean, I wouldn't say
Barely
it's
even
like...
noticed it was. Barely even hear it.
So you guys look forward to the Humo album dropping on the 15th of March?
What such singles?
I don't want to read None in the Chamber anymore. It's the first on the track.
Not in the chamber. I've never heard of her.
Never heard of the Chamber.
None in the playlist.
Let me out of this chamber. There's nothing in it. Oh, you want to know a good fucking source of calories?
Man, people are still out here, like, debating the nostril question.
Fucking MREs.
Oh, true. That just means it was a good question.
True.
Yeah, I could live in this fucking place now.
I'm gonna empty the chamber if I have to read more None in the Chamber. Damn.
Yeah, that one's on the bonus track.
Look, guys, it was a good fig. Come on. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad at all. It was just
It was very long. It was very...
I mean, credit to keeping the quality for that long. Usually, any story that goes on that long loses it very quickly.
Usually there's a point where it's like, live and laugh.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's like a handful of chapters that like my brain just kind of glossed over. I'm like farm arc, and that's all I can say.
Good news, Blue.
Hmm.
I made it to the top of Higashi.
Nice.
Bad
You know,
news.
Hmm?
I made it to the top of Higashi.
And you don't have an oh shits drop, huh?
No.
Mr. Reader, I regret to inform you that a new None in the Chamber bonus chapter has hit the AO3.
Don't worry,
Damn,
bud. I've already been made aware many a time, and I've cried in my bed.
I regret to inform you, Chet, he ain't gonna read that shit.
We'll read it eventually, just not now. Smile.
Eventually, TM.
I'm livid.
Your health is not
I don't want to
looking
talk
too
about
great.
it.
Hit singles such as No Habla Español, 3 Ending Runaway, and Alani Continued Breach.
Goes hard.
Bars.
Ow, okay. Time to fuck off and never come back. Where's my plastic cast? Do I have any splint? No, just use plastic cast then. You know what? We're using fucking morphine.
Eventually, Vlad Watcher skipping forward 35 years. Real and true. Little does he know, Deltarune 3 and 4 delayed till Toby hears Humo read that bonus. Could you imagine?
Look, I'm gonna be real. If Toby Fox personally came to my DMs and said, if you read this right now, I'll let you see one image of chapter 3, you'd be getting that reading tomorrow. Before the Undertale thing, because I wouldn't step on the toes.
Shit, he'd stop the 7-day stream and do it right now. Yar. I need to play this game again. I was just busy playing Helldivers and Next Fest and those. Yar. Well, also keep in mind that what you're seeing from Humo is like pretty modded gameplay.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah, this
EFT
is,
Overhaul.
Well, at least in terms of all the guns.
Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff.
Deltarune repainted Strem when, you know, it's probably on the docket list at some point, all the big name mods, because, I mean, we're going through, like, fucking Undertale Yellow right now, and...
No,
No.
Undertale red and yellow.
Well, then why the ear?
because it's red and yellow. It's not red. It's not yellow.
I was told yellow.
No,
By
I
who?
told you red and yellow.
You are a clown. Honk your nose now.
What do you mean? Be nice.
That's you.
Thank you, Jake.
I said it contained stuff from yellow, which it does.
Wow. Actually,
Just
and
Iron
fucking
casually not listening.
eat the entirety of my fucking ass.
I shan't.
I shan't. Shall not happen. What if I drink beer while I'm on morphine?
I don't think that would be very good. You should do it anyway, though.
I did. I'm boozed up, baby.
Toby Fox makes a personalized copy of the game that just crashes and wipes his chapter 1 and 2 files until he reads it.
Imagine
And
thinking
then
I
he
don't have my
follows-
files backed up.
And then he follows it up with Pluie, Deltarune tomorrow.
Yeah, well, no, they got Pluie in. Pluie's good now. Did you see the caveman post confirming Inko's dad status? Yeah.
Yes, and the name for the child is fucking stupid.
Yeah, hello, North.
Yeah, no one's calling him that.
They thought it would be funny to do a Kanye bit.
And the entire community went, that's Trent.
They love their Kanye bits. That's why Nazer has Yeezys.
Stand on Yeezy.
And it's also why I'm pretty sure Naomi is like with Kanye and post E4 of Snoop Game.
True.
Shit like that.
That's so dumb. I thought that was just like a fanon thing.
No, that was in the end. That was in E4.
Id Super is in the end, yeah.
Man. Either way, it's a stupid fucking name, and I hope no one fucking calls him it. To spite the devs.
Well, they did it to spite the community, so.
It's
I know.
it's a
which I don't
fucking
get.
cycle of spite. A spikle, if you will. What do I not need right now?
The cavemen on dev team are quite the colorful characters they are. I would love to see a fan game of Trent and Amber going to school together. Well,
Wouldn't he be like a freshman and she would be like a senior? I wanna play those two games.
well, I mean, it just depends on when you interpret, like, they have their kids.
I guess.
Because, like, where Inko and Olivia would have their kid, like, assuming, like, immediately after E4, like...
I don't think they do, because the bonus chapter is, what, like a couple years after E4? And they still haven't had their kid?
I don't even think it's, like, a year after.
I am almost certain that it's a few years after.
Mm,
I do not think Inko could have grown 5 o'clock fucking shadow like 3 months after getting out of high school. Not that boy. Not that boy.
I mean, I don't know. Both Snoot and Wani like have like a bit of a time jump, so you could like, and it doesn't give like any hard time jump, so you can do whatever the fuck you want in terms of like when they.
I'm pretty sure there is a hard time jump. I could go pull the calendar up right now and look at it.
Blue, I've defeated Higashi.
Congratulations.
Now
I mean,
have
look,
to
at the
get
end
out
of the day, if you're
Higashi.
doing fucking fan fiction, do whatever the fuck you
Escape from Higashi Towers.
If you want them both to be fucking high schoolers at the same time, then whatever.
It's the wonder of fanfic.
Exactly.
The power to
I mean,
say
and, like-
no.
In fucking my fanfic, Inko and Olivia had their first kid like a few years before fucking Anon and Fang, so it's whatever.
Oh.
I don't think anybody really cares that much.
Wait, Poochie, stop! Little jit broke my arm.
Also, fuck you, Kevin. I saw that comment.
Hey, Jack Bass. Holy shit, the reload speed with a broken arm.
Fucking, Kev said, North isn't too bad. They could have named him Spike, which is a joke because one of my fucking fake kid characters is named Spike.
Skillful descent, Umo. Thank you. I've learned the ways of fucking AD.
His hair is spiky though. His hair is more messy, but yeah. I mean, when I came up with fucking Spike, I was literally just like, Olivia's hair's green, so he's just gonna be fucking literal Spike Spiegel, but as a gator. Yeah. I meant Norse, yeah. He's got the fucking Vinny fit with his hair.
I'm almost back home, Blue. I'm gonna drive in that fucking hole one of these times.
I mean, up until, like, I want to say North dropped officially, most of the interpretations of Trent make him a human with just green hair.
A human?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you looking at?
that has been a lot of the recent Trent art.
I don't know what you're saying. No.
You're wrong
Sorry, you got
and
nothing.
dumb.
No.
No.
Yeah, huh?
Wrong.
I'm gonna eat you.
Oh,
Even Kev's backing me up.
I've literally never seen human train in my life.
You're a nerd.
Where were we keeping extra beakers?
Kids are
They're
either
currently in refined
hybrids or
materials
mother's
right now.
berries.
Okay, I'm gonna go sell 10 beakers.
Okay.
Blue, we need to get more gold nuggets so that I can make a Bitcoin and see how much that sells for.
But yeah, like most of the recent like Trent art I've seen like interprets him as like a fucking human with like green hair and big fucking circle nerd glasses.
I don't know whose interpretation this is, but I've never seen this before in my life. This must be new.
Hold on, I'll post it.
Got a Benelli super. Do we have any Benellis? No, we don't. Okay. Leave it in the gun chest then.
A Benelli?
The Benelli M9 Super.
Is that a shotgun?
Yar.
There was a shotgun I had put in the guns chest that was a Benelli.
Yeah, I think, hmm? I actually don't see it.
B something. It's a shotgun that starts with a B.
I'm looking through here. There's the M3 Benelli Super 90, which is the one I put in there. M59OA1, M870. Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the Mossberg that I threw in, not the Benelli.
Arr.
It was a Remington and a Mossberg.
Yeah, I've literally never seen that like human version before in my life until now.
Could you
He's
get
been
more
around for a
steel
while.
crafting?
I've only ever seen the gator with
How much steel?
sunglasses.
Like 200 pieces.
200. Sure thing. Do we have any wood?
I think like the oldest version of it
I
was like
took all
made
of
by
it.
like
Alright,
Spanish
hold on a sec.
like artists.
Okay. 200. Craft. Alright. 200's crafting right now. Anything else you want me to make while I'm here?
I don't think so.
Right on then. So much. This is 300.
Someone even made sprites for him because I guess they were doing a mod. I mean, I don't like that interpretation of Trent, if I'm being quite honest, but that's the one I've been seeing a lot lately.
Shit's wild.
Okay. I'm gonna try and take the Air 15 out for a little bit.
Okay.
See how she runs. And I'll leave the Thompson at the base. Alright, what kind of mods can I put on this bitch? See if I can't make that work. That'll work.
I wonder if Trent would share his mom's taste in anime. I would imagine so. And, like, I don't see why not, right? The thing is, though, he'd probably, like, inherit both, like, the worst qualities of, like, Olivia and Inko, where he'd be into anime, but he'd be a big fucking, like, movie snob about it. He'd be like Vinny in that regard and all. Maybe. Amber is my opposite. Not sure how kids be. At least she likes painting. Hmm.
Okay. Now I'll be able to see how this fucker shoots. Gotta go drop off the quest. Definitely I'm not gonna have time to run another like fucking 5-star quest.
No, definitely not.
But I can't accept it. Just take a look here.
Damn, you smell like the dead. You better have money.
Dorian and Hunger 2 Termina.
Oh, I got just a job.
Funger
Good luck.
reference.
Chop, chop, dumb fuck.
Shit, did he restock today?
You know, Jake, in your Punch Drunk sequel, when Dorian and Olivia have their kid, fucking, you should like have Dorian make some like pass away joke about how he thinks like Kanye sucks.
About how what? So, what?
I said in your like sequel fic for Punch Drunk, when like Olivia and Dorian have their kid, you should make some like passing comment that Dorian makes about like how he thinks Kanye sucks.
Hey Jake,
Mm.
Could you make a Fear and Hunger mod that replaces our boy Marco with Dorian?
Yeah, but also I don't know how the fuck to replicate that art style.
Let's see.
It would be very hard. It's a lot of sprites.
Yurt. You son the mutant.
Can we make a Deltarune mod that just replaces Chris with Dorian?
We need the Undertale mod that replaces Frisk with Dorian first.
True.
Jake, how far does the Dorian expanded universe go?
I don't fucking know. You're the people that keep expanding it. Why do you
Yeah.
want to put Dorian and everything?
Or no, what if it keeps everything the same, but you just replace Sans with Dorian?
That's even stranger. What does the matter with you people?
You people, I didn't do nothing wrong.
You're contributing.
Uh-uh.
The only one who's not at fault here is Blue.
True.
Now Blue add to it. Man, Blue, I don't ask a lot from you.
He's locked in.
Damn.
Huh? What?
See? Hi, Blue.
Quick,
Hi.
Blue, put Dorian in some weird fanfic verse.
What?
Give it a now you can go fuck yourself.
Don't worry about it. You're good.
I just
Why?
need to do some stupid shit like usual.
Because it's funny.
Is it though?
Yeah. We're all laughing.
Except Blue. Blue's like, oh, where am I?
I know where I am.
Oh, yeah?
So
Where
I'm making
are
sure
you?
we don't die.
I mean, you know damn well the only way we're gonna die is if we, like, fucking have attrition fire. I did have the amount of motherfuckers coming at us, though, so.
That will help.
A little bit, yes.
Killing every motherfucker in Louisville.
The Louisville Lambaster.
It's Louisville.
Lovell.
Louisville. You will get beat up in the streets for saying that.
The Lurville.
Louisville. That's how you know. That's how they know you're a tourist.
Louisville.
Anything you want me to do, Blue? I'm at base right now. Kind of getting situated for tonight.
No, I think we're fine other than getting the ammo and supplies we'll need.
Right on.
Could you grab me, actually I need 2 of them. Do we have the injectors that help melee damage?
I'm sure we do. Pretty sure we got like fucking every injector.
Okay.
Oh, I can't make vlogs. Oopsies.
You remember what the last time what the last amount I said was when I had said my kill count out loud?
Oof. 400 something, I think.
I'm at 844 now.
Jesus.
Hunger.
Yo, what's up?
No, go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
No, I wasn't saying anything. What's up?
Okay, I got something to say.
Okay.
It gets to a point.
No.
What?
Stop you. Stop that now.
It's not even in here anymore. He said that the fucking left.
What? He just threw a fucking grenade in here and left. A little shit.
Yeah.
What'd he do?
That's funny.
Sinister creature. Up to mischief. How does this compare?
The Louisville checkpoint looks like the site of a mass shooting. I mean, I guess technically it is. One main with a 12 gauge shotgun. How could he do this much damage?
Alright, so you want the melee damage syringe, Blue?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, it has compatibility with Propitols, so I'll bring you 3.
So many Stanag magazines. None of them have ammo.
Hmm. Do you need any food and water?
Yeah, sure.
Still waiting for the Delta Run Ribbon mod. Y'all are just like naming a bunch of freaking random mods.
How much time do I got?
It's 1800 right now.
Okay.
Hey, Umo, are we gonna do the totally not late Valentine's Day jam?
Smiles.
We didn't even finish the fucking Halloween one.
Sure didn't. And we never will.
And you never will!
And you never will!
Which honestly, the way it was going, it's probably for the best. I am very surprised that one got through.
What about ammo? You need any ammos?
9x19 and 7.62 by 54.
9x19, 7.62 by 54.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Do you want how much 54 do you want?
A few stacks.
I'll grab you 600 rounds.
Okay.
And then 9x19?
A couple stacks should do.
Those stack up to 800.
Then one should do.
Okay. Might as well grab those. Okay.
Also, out of curiosity,
Hmm?
are damage values shrunk for you too?
What do you mean?
Well, it says my MP5 is only dealing 12 damage. If I glance over 9x19, it says 12 damage.
No.
Hmm.
My damage is perfectly fine right now. Let's just hope that's like a visual bug.
I have a status effect.
What status effect?
Buffet Turbo 1.
Buffet Turbo 1?
There's no description on it.
Do you want to like leave and rejoin maybe?
Yeah. Let me do that.
Because that sounds incredibly cursed.
Can you give me an invite?
Sure. There you are. Fight the game.
Did you send it?
I did.
I didn't get it.
Sent another one. Did you get that one?
No, yeah, I'm gonna kill 7 days real quick and then bring it back from the dead. See if that fixes things.
Okay.
Powering up. All systems go.
Can you invite me?
I'll try again. Did you receive it?
Nope. And I can't pull up my Steam overlay in game right now.
Hmm. Do you want me to restart my game too?
Maybe.
It is
Do a quick old reload.
swear, every so often this game decides to have a very big bitch fit.
And it just so happened to have it right before fucking Horde Night. This title is pre-release software. Some platform features might not work correctly, some game features might not work correctly, and might crash. For support, go to https.
No.
Jake,
Hmm.
what if you went to like fucking ancient Egypt, right?
Okay.
And they discovered like a fucking completely new language that they'd never seen before. And you walked up and you're like, oh yeah, it just says this. Like you read it perfectly.
I think you'd probably be arrested. Arrested and taken to the Egyptian Area 51.
Is it like regular Area 51 except it's in a big pyramid?
No. Yes.
Is it better if it's in a big pyramid or the underground just an inverted pyramid?
Well, see, that's the thing. The top is a pyramid, and then there's the underground, which is also an inverted pyramid.
But that just become big box then.
Yes. What do you think Dracula Flow means when he says, "I threw diamonds at the great strip clubs under the pyramids"?
He threw 2 pyramids. That's awesome.
Pyramid.
Alright. Game's back up.
Okay.
Let's see. Invite friends. Blue.
There it is.
Swoush.
Why does everything look so much more crisp all of a sudden? I feel as though I've opened my eyes.
I can see clearly now. Blah, blah, blah.
Alright, I'm heading over.
Alright.
Ooh, wait a minute. I should probably grab one thing out of it. Grab a couple plaster casts and like 2 herbal antibiotics. Should last the night. The last thing you want is your freaking arm to break while you're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
That physically hurt.
A broken arm will do that.
Oh, yep, bullets are doing the damage they're supposed to. Okay. I don't know what that was.
Neither do I. Alright. I'm come bringing gifts.
Hello there.
Alright, so first things first. Probably want to use those.
Yep, that'll be nice.
Couple of the actually let me take the plaster cast. I'll apply them since they're easier. You can hold on to one of these though. Your ammo. I also brought you all of this. You can have half of these as well.
Much appreciated. Did you equip your underbarrel grenade
Yep.
launcher? Alright. Come inside.
Alright. As you can tell, I was putting in a lot of thought as to what buffs would and would not help.
Yeah.
Oy. Alright, I've got my AK, I've got the fucking Ranger Blackout, and I've got a sniper. And the stims I'm taking aren't the melee ones, I'm taking the ones for just bullet damage.
Okay. So, what we do, Humo,
Mm-hmm.
is we basically sit in this box and fight.
That scares me, but okay.
When this starts to fail, lower these and then close them behind us, so we can then fight the secondary part.
Alright. I mean, you're the architect. I'm gonna assume you built this in a way that makes sense for it, so...
Bars in the ceiling so we can kill birds, and they don't get to bang on stuff endlessly throughout the night.
Bars, bars.
Boo.
Well, Blue, if we fucking die, it's been an honor.
I mean, if this setup handled Darkness Falls. If it doesn't work here, then I don't know.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Prepare for conflict. Go ahead and stick a syringe in my vein and drink some Grandpa's Learning Elixir.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I'll tell you what, I'm kind of fucking with the 300 Blackout. I'm giving the AK a try here now.
Yeah.
Ow. Son of a bitch.
Criminy.
You good, by the way?
Yeah, screw cops.
Goose says a cat.
Yeah, okay, woohoo.
Thinking that whiskey was a bad idea.
Oh, you getting all fucking slurred right now?
I can't see shit.
Reloading my guns real quick.
Fucking birds out of here.
Swap to a different gun for this part.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Hey Blue, I think this is working.
Yeah, I do too.
Lining them up and knocking them down is pretty fun.
Yeah.
My sensors have picked up something.
It's making it so I can actually use a fucking bolty, which is cool. So, would you say that this is exceeding expectations, or?
It's performing how I hoped it would.
Thank you, robot. Couldn't tell.
Got a spider zombie crawling around on the roof. That looks like the electric fence is done.
It can rest easy now.
My sensors have picked up something.
How the bear kids looking right now? Still good on defense on them?
Yeah, they're like still above 90%.
There's no visual difference.
Yeah, no visual difference. Not that one. It's me. Welcome back up. There we go.
Had me alarmed there for a second. I was like, what are you doing?
Trying to get the loot bags.
Oh, shit.
Big boy. That's a dead boy now.
Yep.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for contact.
Can I alley-oop a bog down the hallway?
Huh?
Can I alley-oop a grenade down the hall?
If you want to. Make sure it doesn't blow up in our face.
Well, I mean, I'll try not to. That felt pretty good.
Hey,
Try not to hit the motion sensor is all.
Yeah.
I don't mean to alarm you.
What's
A
wrong?
lot of zombies in Louisville.
The most populated city in the game has a lot of zombies? What the freak?
Yeah, I know, crazy, right?
Are you good?
Yeah. I think so. Right now. Not even in the city proper, on the outskirts, and there's probably 400 zombies facing me right now.
I gotta reload. He's not gonna blow just yet.
gonna bother with the bags. Hitbox for opening them versus the doors is a little too generous.
I think having the amount of zombies also made this possible.
Yeah. I just think it was too many zombies, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, if I told you how many there were, you'd probably be frowning.
Before, did you have it maxed out at 64?
No. God, no.
Okay.
It was at 16.
Okay. What's it at now?
8. Which is
Okay,
the default.
default.
Because I remember the reason we had it at 16 before was because in base game, like, we were kind of breezing it.
Mm-hmm. You
But,
didn't anticipate how much harder this would make the hordes.
Yeah. How's my gunfire been, by the way?
Huh?
Like, how's my gunfire been? Like, I don't know which ones I've been really killing versus you killing with the, spear.
I don't know. I mean, from what I can tell, everything's dying in one strike from my spear.
I could probably just move to, like, my fucking baton at this point, honestly. Ah, this sucks. Back to gun. Gotta reload, that's not good.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, I have 8 levels to spend.
I have 10, I think.
Fucking... I'm glad I grabbed the amount of ammo I did, because, I churned through that shit.
I spent about... I didn't spend as much on me, because I was using my spear a lot.
I didn't use my stims too much, though.
I used 2 of the melee spear stims.
Am I allowed to loot some of these?
I mean, I was going through them.
Alright, you can just do it then.
You want to guess what I got on that one red bag that the demolitionist dropped?
5 beef.
No. A rat remover that I threw on my spear immediately.
Did you not put the red remover I gave you on your spear?
I put on my 2 guns, because I
Yeah.
figured I'd be wanting to use it on...
Bigger targets.
Yeah.
Fair. I mean, I've got red remover on, like, I think all of my shit except my AK.
That's an interesting
Okay,
gun to
my
get a hold of.
rifle. What'd you get?
The RFB.
Nice. What's that one chambered in?
Let me check. 762 by 51.
Okay, okay. What are my kills looking like? 2,379.
How much did mine jump by?
I didn't check how much yours jumped by, but you're at 1221.
Okay.
Holy shit. Alright. Random horde in the
Well,
neighborhood.
good thing you let me search, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Nugget!
There's also some silver ones if you want them.
Yeah, sure. Can't we make moonshine with that or some shit?
Yeah, it's the moonshine, which sells for a lot. Also, there is something else I got that I'm hesitant to give you.
Why would you say that? Yippee!
What is it?
It's a stick
What
of
is it?
dynamite.
Oh, did he immediately throw it?
Yeah.
Should I throw the other 20 I have in my inventory?
No. Okay.
Well, Blue,
Yeah.
you did a good job. Your thing worked
Thank
really
you.
good. It worked a lot better than what's happened previously.
I mean, they didn't even break a single block. The closest they got was one of the outer layer cement blocks.
Like, okay, I don't think the second base you made would have worked ultimately, but to be fair, a demolition or demolisher was bullshit on second week.
Yeah.
First week was just fucked though. There was no shot.
Yeah, but this one though.
We didn't even go past phase 1.
No, we didn't.
I think
And I think-
the fucking rain of bullets I had helped out.
Yeah. So, how did you feel initially about being locked in the sardine can?
Well, okay, so when you worded it, the way you worded it made me feel like there was gonna be motherfuckers coming up behind us too, which is
No,
why I went,
this-
oh.
No,
we're
no.
going two
Ideally,
angles.
so this serves two purposes.
Uh-huh.
It's as a fall-off point when the first part fails, fall back
Right.
and keep fighting. And it's if something goes fuck you back there, this protects us.
Right. It boxes us in. We're in the shark cage.
Yeah. Then we fight here, and then when that fails, we go all the way back and fight here.
Yeah. Alright, well I feel like that's probably good for the stream side of things. We can keep playing if you want, but we did a fucking horde night on stream. We shot the shit for a little while. That's a stream.
Yeah, I got so much ammo from all those loot bags.
How much?
It's all over the place.
Okay. Alright, well fucking tomorrow, Undertale, right?
Undetailed.
8 p.m. EST.
Yeah. Remember, if you like the Undertale thing, message Blue and say thank you, Blue, because Blue planned it out. Smiles. Alright.
Been very enjoyable to go through it.
Alright, everybody, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. We'll see you tomorrow for the Undertale.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Boy.